Ministry. Shout out to that boy. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, man, Jay Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy. For you ends up like be easy, man. Make sure y'all follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. Everything you need to know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. And for all my new subscribers and new viewers, if you do want to go look at documentaries like these right here, the Diddy documentary. Diddy! You know what I mean? But nah, though, man. That boy say he love him some Diddy. Y'all heard him, y'all. I told y'all, man, this chat full of sweet cupcakes. I be trying to tell y'all, they be trying to act so tough, but undercover, they sweet as a cupcake. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I see right through this chat, bro. You know what I mean? They be trying to act so tough on this chat, but be sweet as cupcakes. It's hilarious. You know what I mean? But nah, though, man, make sure y'all follow my Twitch, man. And like I was saying before, I got a lot of documentaries. I just did the documentary, Terrence Crawford documentary. We will finish that later. I don't know if it's going to be today, but we going to finish it for surely. You know what I'm saying? But nah, though, man, we got the Diddy documentary. We got a lot of good documentaries in that playlist section, bro. So if y'all want to go look at the documentary playlist section, man, it's in the playlist section, man.
West Coast rap war.
So do you think Puffy was involved?
That boy Tupac.
Only they can answer that question. I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine. I wouldn't say things that I knew, you know what I mean? I believe so. I do believe so. I have proof things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not.
The death of Tupac was a devastating blow to the rap industry. Combs and Snoop Dogg appeared together on the Steve
Like I said, though, gang.
And later held a press conference calling for the end of the East Coast, West Coast.
Hold on, I think we did a little bit of this. We did a little bit of this.
His death, live
Yeah, I think we did this.
Denied. Co-artists and did not. The trial went
there we go.
into its second week. The government called several witnesses to the stand. Most took the stand and corroborated Ventura's allegations. The defense cross-examined all the witnesses, pointing out inconsistencies in their timelines and narrative of what they allegedly saw. At this point of the trial, the defense appeared to be working hard to keep the alleged violence, sexual preferences, and Combs' dependency on drugs separate from the trial.
How many years?
The judge and jury that this is a
federal case. Bro, just imagine that, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, just imagine your homie being on stage with the ops. Just imagine that. It's like, bro, like Snoop Dogg, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I'm not gonna bash your name, but I see why Tupac ain't mess with your kid. I understand why, bro. Like, imagine that, bro. Imagine like you thinking somebody that was your homie on stage with the ops. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that's the snakiest thing to do, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna like degrade your character. I just feel like that's some snake jump to me. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Honestly, especially if you know that bro probably has something to do with bro getting shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro. If you my homie, bro, I don't want you hanging around somebody I don't like. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. If I tell you like I don't like this person, and you know that it's a problem between me and this person, you know it's personal beef between me and this person, bro, and you gonna hang out with that person. Like for me, bro, like for Keon, bro. You know what I'm saying? If Keon tell me he don't like somebody, you think I'm finna go out there and you think I'm finna go around him and hang around him, bro? What I look like hanging around somebody that my homie don't like? If he don't like you, gang, I ain't gonna rock with you, gang. That's just me personally. Same thing for my boy Quan. My boy Quan don't like you, I ain't finna rock with you, bro. So if I tell you I don't like a mother effer, you know what I mean? Dang, what, your friends ain't gotta like them just because you don't like them? Yeah, I feel like that's what true friends is. Because for me, if I don't like a mother effer, I don't like a mother effer for a reason. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause I'm not just a person that just, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't no people person, but just saying, I ain't a person that got really problem with somebody. Like, if I got a problem with somebody, bro, it's a problem with that mother effer. You know what I'm saying? So if I got a problem with somebody, gang, and I see you hanging around that person, I'm gonna cut you up about that. I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. I'm gonna keep it real. Cause I never do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? If my partner say he got a problem with somebody, I ain't gonna hang out with somebody you got a problem with. That's just me personally. So for me, bro, see why Tupac was like that, which I ain't gonna lie. It's just kind of weird to me, Snoop Dogg, bro, that you clicking up. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. You know what I mean? But I'm all about the peace and all that, you know what I mean? But F all that, bro.
With the goal of proving
it's kind of
Combs
just kind of
criminal enterprise.
Kind of weird.
A trial of his lifestyle or how he treats people.
This man probably, I'm gonna say probably has something to do with your homie again. You know what I'm saying?
Scott Muscuddy, aka
Probably.
took the stand to testify on Combs' arson charge. the first celebrity to take the stand.
50-50 chance.
Allegedly, according to the government and Muscody's testimony, Combs orchestrated the firebombing of Muscody's car after he found out that Ventura and Muscody were dating briefly in 2011. Muscody's car was burned in January of 2012. Muscody alleged that Combs broke into his home in order to try and intimidate him, comparing Combs to a Marvel supervillain in his testimony. In 1999, Combs allegedly shot at someone he was having an argument with at Club New York in New York City. Witnesses to the shooting alleged that his girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, handed Combs the gun used in the attack from her purse. This eerily foreshadows what Cassie Ventura would later allege in her 2023 lawsuit, where she testified that Combs would frequently make her carry his handgun in order to intimidate her and insulate himself from prosecution. A woman caught in the crossfire at Club New York was shot in the face, but miraculously survived with scarring to her brain. She alleges that Combs was the one to pull the trigger. There were 2 others injured that night, but details of the night remain unclear and clouded by hearsay. That night, Combs was joined by rapper Shine. Shine was poised to be the next big act for Combs. After the shooting, both men were arrested in connection to the Club New York shooting. But when it went to court, Combs hired his own legal representation, distancing himself from Shine.
Hey, you gonna distance yourself?
Convicted of the shooting,
Ow.
sentenced to 10 years in prison in 2001. He was released 9 years later on probation and was deported from the US to Belize.
Wow. So basically, Diddy left him out to dry? Hey, man. So basically, Diddy left your man's out to dry. Dang. Then after you got out, you was deported.
From hurting his career, the Club New York shooting reinforced Combs' bad boy reputation, and he continued to dominate the music industry, becoming the hip-hop mogul we know today.
City to a solid New Yorker. The bad boy of entertainment is getting to keep the city from the bad boy of politics. Give your hand together to Sean P. Diddy Combs, our brother. Giving it up for him. Show him some love.
Diddy finally has the key to the city.
Combs' career began in tragedy, and now it seems that the end of his career may be a reflection of how it started. Built on lies, deceit, and unchecked power, leaving countless victims in the wake of the mogul's effort to conquer the hip-hop game.
But Diddy is tripping. Freak going on with Diddy. But what's wrong with Diddy?
On the 10th day of the trial, Capricorn Clark, the former global brand director for Bad Boy Entertainment, took the stand next.
See, this is one thing that I look at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be understanding like women with long nails. I just be asking this. And like I said, we finna get back into the Diddy racks. It just came to my head like, how you wash your Duke? You know, that's all I gotta like. How do you wash your Duke? You know, it gotta be hard as heck to wash your Duke with them long old nails. So I ain't gonna lie, every woman that I see with them long nails, I automatically think your booty stink. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. I automatically think your booty stink. Cause there's no way in heck, bro, you can wash your Duke correctly with them long nails. You know what I'm saying? I don't be getting it, man. I just automatically think your booty stink.
And alleged disturbing violent details of Combs' personality. Before starting to work for Combs in 2004, Clark already had made a career in the world of hip-hop in the 90s and early 2000s.
Well,
when
Usher
Combs found out she used to work with his rivals, he threatened her life. The first of many times he would allegedly do this to Clark in her time with the bad boy of hip-hop. Clark corroborated Muscody's testimony of Combs breaking into his house. Clark testified that Combs came to her home that alleged morning with a gun in his hand and demanded that she get dressed and come with him. When Clark asked why, Combs allegedly said, "We're going to kill Cuddy." Clark called Muscody at the time to warn him that Combs was irate and coming for him, and that he forced her to join him in going to his house. Clark also recalled a time where she saw Combs kick Cassie while she was on the floor in the fetal position. Clark said on the stand her heart was breaking from seeing her get hit like that, and that no one, including Clark, intervened to try and stop it. Next to take the stand was the first anonymous witness to the trial, using the pseudonym Mia. Mia was a personal assistant to Combs from 2009 to 2017. Mia alleged that in 2009, at Combs' 40th birthday, he groped her under her dress, then on another occasion, forced her to perform oral sex on him. And then in 2010, Mia alleges that Combs raped her in the guest house of his Los Angeles home. Mia also gave insights into how Combs would behave around the company and his employees. She described working for Combs as chaotic and toxic, and she recalled physically jumping on Combs' back in 2013 to try and stop him from beating up Cassie. During Mia's time on the stand, Brian Steele cross-examined Mia's statements over 2 court days. Steele used examples of social media posts where Mia would refer to Combs as a legend and wrote "love you" and other posts of her colleagues at Bad Boy Entertainment, where she would refer to them online as family. Mia also received a $400,000 settlement after her departure from the company in 2017. Mia said she stayed in touch with Combs because she was brainwashed into thinking that the alleged rape was her fault, so she continued to regard him as a friend. Mia said she did not intend to sue or pursue compensation for the alleged rape. If she hadn't been called to
So you telling me that you made it seem, so you're that like stupid in the brain? I'm just keep it real, like, you a grown woman, so you thinking that you getting raped was your fault? It's the most stupidest junk I ever heard in my life. I'm just keep it real. Like, you heard what this stupid guy just freaking spit. I'm gonna just keep it real. What you said just was so stupid to me, gang. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be real dumb in the head, bro. If he manipulated you that hard, make you feel like you getting raped was your fault. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? But you getting, like, what? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I've never heard that a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? Usually women that was to get raped, they know it's not their fault. They know, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. What you said made no sense. And I'm not saying you lying to get the money, bro. You know what I'm saying? But what you just said made no sense at all. How can you feel like you getting raped was your fault? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro.
testify, Mia said, "I was going to die with this. I didn't want anyone to know. Ever."
I'm not saying that she lying either, bro. I'm not saying that she lying, but that just didn't make no sense what you just said.
In 2017, there was a cultural shift in Hollywood.
I don't care what nobody say.
Systemic abuse
sounded so stupid what you just said.
The entertainment industry.
Look, he got me mad as freak when you just said that joke.
For the first time, the illusion of the Hollywood machine was shattered, exposed on the world stage. Me Too became a mantra in Hollywood, holding male actors, producers, and directors accountable for their actions, giving a voice to the women who had to put up with the predatory sexual advances and, in some cases, sexual assaults that come with being a woman in Hollywood. This began a knock-on effect of looking at the work culture and the safeguarding of all women and girls in the Western world and wider. Almost 20 years on from the inception of Me Too, it has been immortalized by the cultural effect of the trial and conviction of Harvey Weinstein, a serial abuser who used his power and leverage as a studio head in exchange for sexual favors from female talent, with the promises of access and friendship, a valuable currency in Hollywood. In the world post-Me Too, things may have changed superficially, when in reality, the issue of sexual exploitation has just become another accepted evil, codified and legislated with harsh penalties, but only if you're caught. Weinstein, Epstein, R. Kelly, Masterson, Spacey, Singer, and now Combs is facing this reality. Some have been convicted, others outed and subjected to a career purgatory, losing income and the goodwill of their fans, but not their freedom. The federal RICO case against Combs is the culmination of a decade of pursuing powerful predators in show business.
The complaint alleges in part in the first cause of action that defendant Combs and another defendant committed a, quote, violation of New York City Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence Protection Act by viciously and violently forcing sexual contact.
The internal pain after being sexually assaulted has been incredibly deep and hard to put into words. Some of the hardest parts of this pain are the shame and the guilt I have experienced that plays a negative part in my day-to-day ability to function properly. Being blamed, questioned, and threatened has often made me feel worthless.
We have allowed ourselves to see celebrities as something tangibly intangible, abstract ideals, the gilded, lucky few who were able to live the dream and ignore the rules, that they are above the law.
It's good to see.
It's
good to see, you know, him being held accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because how many years he got? It's good to see you being held accountable, bro. Like I said, it's too many of y'all famous people, bro, that get away with stuff, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, ain't above no law, bro. Like, no matter how much fame and money you got, bro, like, you shouldn't be above the law, period. You know what I'm saying? The same thing that a middle class person, like, bro, like I said, everybody human. That's how I look at everybody. You're human, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at you like you above anybody. I don't care about what you got, bro. I don't care about how you dress. I do not care about none of that, bro. You human, bro. You go to the same grave. It's not, when you go inside the grave, it's not finna be $1 million grave. Or you finna go in the dirt. You're going in the ground. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like everybody the same reality, bro. Some people got more, some people got less. But in reality, bro, everybody the same, bro. Care about your fame, bro. Care about your money, bro. You do the crime, bro. You do the time just like that middle class, just like this man right here that has no money. You know what I'm saying? That isn't so famous and all that. He get caught with your crimes. He'll do life. He'll go under the jail. Matter of fact, he probably do death penalty. But you know what I'm saying? Word on the street, I think Conway, he got 4 years. But you get 4 years, gang. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, it's just America. Not even America, it's just the world. The world just corrupt and evil. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm not surprised that this happens. But bro, I don't care if you Diddy, bro. I don't care who the freak you is. Do the crime, bro. Do the time just like the next man, bro. He do the crime, he gotta do the time, right? Fame, money. I don't care about that fame and that money, bro. If that fame and that money, there's still a scandalous human being that deserves to be in that cell. You know what I'm saying? That's all that money. But like I said, you know, we got people that's high up, you know, these people that be justice, you know, they evil as well too. So you can't expect, you know what I mean, evil mother effers to disagree with evil mother. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, this world ran by evil people. So it's like, you can't expect, you know what I'm saying? You know, greedy people and all that, you know, they put greed before anything. So you can't expect good things from this world, bro. You know what I'm saying? Can't expect good things from this world. I know dang well I don't trust none of these mother effers. I try to tell y'all straight up. I don't look at the news. I don't look at what's going on with the president election. I know dang well I don't trust no Trump. I don't trust none of these high, powerful people. I don't trust none of these people, bro. I ain't looking for nobody to save me at all.
Brianna Bongolan was next to take the stand. Bongolan was a friend of Cassie, and she alleged that Combs dangled her from a balcony and threw her into furniture at Cassie's LA home in September 2016. Nicole Westmoreland scrutinized Bongolan's claims, showing inconsistencies between her initial statements to the government and Cassie's version of events that she included in her 2023
And I got a question. You know what I'm saying? And this always confuses me when it comes to women. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not saying this didn't happen to you. But why do y'all women, like, same thing for the Bill Cosby thing. And same thing for the R. Kelly thing. It's a lot. It always happens. Why do women wait to come forward? Like, why you just don't come forward when it happens? You know what I'm saying? That's all I be saying. I just be wanting to, like, I want that question to be asked. Why do you wait so many years for you to come forward and say this happened to you? You know what I mean? I know a woman with common sense would go, like, you know what I'm saying? And address this, you know what I'm saying? Would go and, you know what I mean, say this off the spot. It's just, I don't know. I guess, like I said, I'm not saying it happened to you, but I just guess you don't have common sense. I just, you know, I guess you ain't got a lot of brain. You know what I'm saying? Because it just always, I just don't understand why you never just go when it happens. Why you just don't report this? Why you wait years and years and years? I'm talking about 10 plus years to go out and just, that's why I'm not saying that some things happen to women, right? You know what I'm saying? Some things happen to these women. But that's why I just be saying, like, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I just be thinking, like, I be thinking, and this just honestly, I think it'd be 50-50 when it comes to some of this stuff. Like, for me, y'all, bro, I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't believe nothing, you know what I'm saying? Unless I know for surely only it happened. I'm going to keep it real with you. You know what I mean? I'm the type of man, bro, I don't accuse nobody for anything unless I know. You feel me? That's just me personally. That's me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't sit up here and say, oh yeah, Diddy did this, Diddy did that. In reality, y'all, we don't know. All we do is hear rumors. In reality, y'all, we don't know what the freak this man did. We all going off what we hear. So for me not being a closed-minded person and me just being like an open-minded person, I don't be believing nobody. I don't believe Diddy. I don't believe nobody. You feel me? I just let rumors be rumors. That's just me. I let rumors be rumors. I just do not speak on things I don't know. No, I just be saying, like, if it happens, I don't know why you just won't go forward, man. So I just think it'd be 50-50. I feel like some of these women do be actually getting assaulted. I feel like some of these women be lying. I just feel like it'd be 50-50, bro, with this junk, you feel me? Some like with the Deshaun Watson thing. It was just a coincidence after bro signed this contract. Here go women coming out the woodwork saying, oh yeah, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me. And then everybody believe, everybody, you know what I'm saying? So why you ain't come before he signed that contract? Same thing happened to Shannon Sharp. You know what I mean? After bro signed that multi-million-dollar contract, here she go talking about he raped me. But why you ain't say that before he signed that contract? That's what I just be saying. I don't know. Some things just be suspicious to me, bro. That's all I be saying. So I be 50-50. I feel like some women be getting dealt with, bro. Some women be getting assaulted. I feel like some women don't. I feel like some women just be blatantly lying. I'm 50-50 when it comes to this issue. I'm going to keep it real with you, bro. I feel like some of these mother effers be lying.
This attack on Bongolan.
I feel like some of these mother effers be lying to get some money. That's just how I feel.
Bongolan admitted that herself, Cassie, and Combs were on drugs at the time, which was a regular occurrence, creating even more interference for the prosecution as the defense was able to dissect another state witness. Bongolan was questioned on her $10 million lawsuit, which she admitted she discussed with Cassie before filing. She also admitted the original demand letter exaggerated the injuries she sustained and had embellishments that her legal counsel made without consulting her. She hired a new lawyer who filed the amended lawsuit in November 2024. Bongolan admitted she continued attending Combs's events after the alleged assault, prompting questions about her credibility.
Like, what? Why would you attend this man? Like, y'all see what I be saying? Why you attending this man event after he just dangled you off a balcony? After he just did all that, you attended this man. And then for the other woman, bro, all I be saying, I be putting two and two together. And then for the other woman, you know what I'm saying? After he raped you, how you going? He does that, and then you talking about he a legend, and then you giving him and then you just giving him praise on social media after he just did that to you. I don't know, man. Some things just don't be making sense to me, gang. I'll be understanding.
On the 17th day of the trial, the second anonymous and key state witness took the stand under the pseudonym Jane. Jane testified that she was coerced by Combs to take part in his freak-offs.
I'm gonna just keep it real, man. And it's just me, honestly. And we know Diddy did some crazy things, bro. But it's for every woman, bro, that's in this case. Hey, bro, if y'all lying, bro, if some of y'all lying, bro, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm gonna keep it real. You know worse than Diddy, in my opinion. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. For any woman, I'm gonna get up here and say this for any woman. For any woman, bro, whoever watching me, if you ever lied about a man raping you, bro, about sexual assaulting you, bro, you are the worst type of, like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. And there's women out there that do that junk, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you ever done that, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You should be ashamed of yourself for real. So for any of these women that's in this case, and you ain't telling the truth, if you telling the truth, okay, cool. But if you sitting up here lying, talking about this man, I don't care what this man did. If you sitting up here lying, talking about this man did things to you just to get some money, bro, you ain't no better than Diddy, in my opinion, bro. You just like that man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I put you on the same record right there. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. One thing you shouldn't do, bro, ever lie about a man talking about he R.A.P.E.D'd you. We know we got some man out here R.A.P.E.D.ing women. We know that. But if a man ain't do that, bro, you sitting up here lying like that, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey, bro.
That she felt obligated.
Hey, they ain't nothing to play with right there, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with
you,
bro.
Controlled her life.
Ain't nothing to play
From
with.
what she could wear to financial control, as Combs was paying the rent for her LA home.
Straight up.
Combs made Jane sign a love contract.
Nah, if a woman lied on me about that, I ain't gonna lie. They didn't want to kill. I'm gonna
and
kill
give
you.
her a monthly allowance to make up for lost income, which was $10,000.
Be glad it's Twitch gang. Ain't gonna lie.
Jane went into detail how she felt she was groomed into Combs' sexual fantasy, as she thought the freak-offs would be a rarity. But as their relationship continued, so did the sex parties, where, like Cassie, she alleges to having sex with multiple male sex workers, while Combs would film and direct the whole affair. Jane's testimony lasted for 6 grueling days, as the prosecution and defense went back and forth during her testimony, trying to prove and disprove several allegations made during her time on the stand. The defense focused on the financial gain that Jane had during her time with Combs, and questioned how she was forced and coerced when she was attending separate sex parties of a similar style with another unnamed hip-hop legend, without Combs being involved or present. They also showed messages between Jane and select male sex workers, where she would engage in flirtatious conversations or inquiring about their availability for a hotel night with Combs. Tenny Geragos asked Jane on her final day on the stand if she accumulated $150,000 from Combs during their relationship. Jane replied, "Is that all I'm worth in 3 years?"
As a small token, you provided the plane, the tickets, the hotels to the big fight. I provided the toothpicks, though. And the horse. Well, okay, we've not discussed that, but if, all right, I will try to. I'm not a misogynist. I'm against that kind of language. I like to think of them as damsels.
Yeah, that was a weird interaction right there. I'm not finna just sit here and act like that was normal. We're gonna speak on that. I don't know what interaction was that, but it was the weirdest interaction. I dang near cringe watching that. I'm gonna just keep it a bug with you. I told you, if I feel weird about something, I'm going to tell the chat I feel weird about it. That interaction and the way you put that toothpick in your mouth, I ain't gonna lie, kind of cringed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You look familiar, though, but that was the most weirdest interaction I've ever seen in my life.
Well, okay, we've not discussed that, but if, all right, I will try to. I'm not a misogynist. I'm against that kind of language. I like to think of them as damsels.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, because P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no.
Oh my God. Hey, boy, this boy Cat Williams is funny. What you call these folks?
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, because P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no.
I'm in.
It's all together, me and you.
Eyes. Let's do it. Spilling it all over.
That's why I don't be going to the puffy parties.
But 50 Cent.
But don't sit here and portray like Puff took nothing from y'all.
What is it? What is it? What do you call it? What do you call it? What do you call it?
We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother.
Last time I saw you was at that big party. The Clive Davis threw.
Yeah, come on, that was a big party. You know who you took. No, that wasn't her, but I wasn't, it was...
Oh my God. So why don't we stop talking on the radio?
Now, you want people to stop talking because you just don't want to know the truth, dog.
Combs' behavior seems to be an open secret in the industry. Combs was a master of PR, being able to deflect any allegations from his peers as jealousy, and constantly making appearances in film and media that didn't just cater to the rap and music.
Who's this?
Meaning a wider audience would be seeing the best version of Combs
I don't know who
during
the
their
freak this is.
mid-morning
Who is
or
this?
afternoon viewing, because an alleged abuser and violent man would never be allowed on Ellen or The Wendy Williams Show. Would they?
Ellen, I heard you were sick, and look what I got you.
He's so nice and sweet, I probably won't wear it, but Portia would.
Combs' PR strategy for film and TV seemed designed for him to play the character of Diddy or Puff, disarming his critics because someone who is actually creating a hostile work environment, drugging and assaulting people, wouldn't play a character that celebrates hustling, pimping and partying, would he?
Now this is what the music industry is all about.
Combs' empire relied on what he decided to show the public, code switching between different audiences and saying the right things for them to invest in the idea of Sean Diddy Combs, the self-made hip-hop mogul. But sometimes, Combs would get too comfortable, almost as if he's teetering on the edge of confession, enjoying the chase and the possibility of being caught. Like on the track, I Get Money, where Combs raps.
Bo knows, but Diddy did it. Yeah. Cars, jewelry, and big homes, yeah, Diddy did it. Yeah. Shootouts, toastal piece, yeah, Diddy did it. But my lawyer's so good that Diddy gotta quit it. I had J. Lopez, Alessandro Pez.
This verse was co-written by Curtis Jackson.
Shoot, y'all say don't lie in raps, do y'all? Do y'all not say like Ryan raps? One thing we can say, Diddy living them raps, right? That's one thing we can say about Diddy is Diddy living them raps, man. You know what I mean? So you gotta respect Diddy when it comes to living them raps. He did it. Oh yeah, he did it. So everything he just said he did it. Oh, best believe that boy did it. He did every single thing that he said. You heard what he said? Diddy did it. I heard that boy. I want y'all to hear that. Look at that boy. That boy
But
said.
sometimes, Combs was...
And you can say music trash, but that boy did it. Look at him.
teetering on the edge
What'd he
of
say?
confession,
What'd you say,
enjoying
Diddy?
the chase and the possibility of being caught. Like on the track, I Get Money, where Combs raps.
Bo knows, but Diddy did it. Yeah. Cars, jewelry, and big homes, yeah, Diddy did it. Yeah. Shootouts, toastal piece, yeah, Diddy did it. But my lawyer's so good that Diddy gotta quit it.
That boy literally is murdering people.
This verse was co-written by Curtis
I
Jackson,
think.
aka 50 Cent. Jackson has a long-standing beef with Combs, directly and indirectly. On Halloween in 2022, Combs got into a verbal altercation with actor Michael J. Ferguson, who stars in the show Power, which is produced by Jackson. The video was posted on TMZ and shows a side of Combs that he works hard to hide from the public eye. But even he can't live up to being love all the time.
Yeah! Say you don't like me, then motherfucker get to it. If you don't like me, you motherfucking front, get to it, bitch. Fucking come over here and I'll bust your shit. You know who I am? Do you know who I am? For what?
Over the last few years, Combs moved away from mainstream media appearances, focusing on social media and appearing on talk shows, podcasts, and...
I don't know, 2-Bit. This ain't power, 2-Bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, 2-Bit. See, 2-Bit, this ain't power. You know what I'm saying? That boy crazy. That boy Diddy crazy, 2-Bit. I don't know, man. You kind of got to leave this one off. You ain't 2-Bit for real. I think him playing them power shows got him crazy in the mind. You know what I mean? But yeah, 2-Bit, this is a dangerous, you know, freaky mother alpha right here. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think you need to fight this battle, 2-Bit.
Distributed by his company, Revolt, creating his own echo chamber for fans to interact and engage with. This shift, though, also meant that audiences were quicker to be critical of Combs' arrogant, condescending behavior when surrounded by people who rely on him for their jobs and livelihoods. On an appearance on The Breakfast Club in October of 2022, Combs spoke on the allegations he's faced from artists over the years over disputes of his business practices and the rights to their masters and publishing.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go and tell my story on my network with one of my podcasts, and I'm gonna also get the artists that you know together to you know, help me clear this up. They know, I mean, people, I mean, the truth gonna be the truth. Anybody thinks I owe something, show me the receipt, you get paid in 24 hours. Because sometimes there's accounting problems, you know what I'm saying?
Combs is in a precarious position, as his sentencing looms in October of 2025. Even if the most lenient sentence...
What did he get sentenced with? How much he get sentenced?
1 to 4 years with time served, his legacy is forever tainted. With a slew of civil suits waiting in the wings and the astronomical cost of his defense team.
You back in your bag?
I'm back in my bag.
Your bag, stay in your bag.
You know you could fall out your bag, but you can get back in it though too.
Something about her, man. It's something about her. I don't know, it's just something about her, man. You know what I'm saying? Something about her. You know what I'm saying? You know, and not a bad thing, something about her, you know what I'm saying? You know, of course, she who she is, right? Be lying saying she ain't fine like a glass of wine. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I like my girls unfiltered, but respectful at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So like that little ghetto talk she be talking, I kind of like that a little bit. Like she ghetto, but she got a little class to her. I like the little ghetto class, you know what I'm saying? Then she fine like a glass of wine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like that.
But you can get back in it though.
She got some nice teeth too. So I'm a face guy, man. So if you got a nice face, you know what I'm saying? If you got a nice face, then your body nice too. Hey, and then she got a look, and then she got a nice smile. To tear that thing up. I'm not talking about that, man. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? We'll get to that later. You feel me? But nah, though, man. I gotta get to know a woman. I gotta get to know a woman first. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, for me, I'm just, you could be fine like a glass of wine, boy. But man, once you open your mouth, man, you ugly to me if you just, like, for me, man, when it comes to a woman, man, I listen to how a woman speak, bro. You know what I'm saying? You fine like a glass of wine, bro, but yo, you ugly in the inside, bro, I can't deal with you, bro. I can't.
At its final stages,
I can't do nothing with you, shouting.
Final state and summary witnesses.
I can't do nothing with you, shouting.
A dozen clips of Jane's sex tapes for the jury, which ranged from 30 seconds to several minutes long. The government presented pages of financial reports and text transcripts showing Combs and his team discussing purchasing drugs, what pseudonym to use for a hotel booking, and his team buying and planning the escort's travel to the sex.
Do anybody know how many years this man Diddy got, bro? I heard he was sentenced. Was he sentenced? Can somebody tell me how many years this motherfucker got?
31st day of the trial, they dropped the charge.
I keep asking this question and nobody answering me, gang.
And attempted kidnapping. In a letter to Judge Submaranian, the government said they made this alteration because of the court's desire for streamlined instructions. But this made the prosecution seem flippant, and in an attempt to simplify the charges against Combs in this case, this only raised more questions from the and shifted the trial more in Combs' favor. In the prosecution's closing argument, led by Assistant U.S. Attorney Christy Slavic, she described Combs' enterprise as his kingdom, and that everyone was there to serve him.
He got sentenced to 4 years.
Used the 2016 video of Combs' attack on Cassie, saying it proved that Combs was knowingly using force and coercion.
4 years.
And that Combs and his team committed hundreds of racketeering acts. Slavic solidified that all of this plays into a larger pattern of criminal activities throughout his career. Mark Agnifilo led the defense's closing argument. Agnifilo mocked the prosecution and their case, going so far to call
that boy got some good old lawyers, boy.
Agnifilo referenced the lawsuits and accusations made by Combs' accusers. He said, "This isn't about crime. It's about money. This is about money." Agnifilo used the prosecution's case against them, saying that they had no evidence of Combs' alleged racketeering and sex trafficking. Using the 2016 video as an example, Agnifilo acknowledges that it was domestic abuse, but the reason Combs was so violent and angry was because Cassie took his phone, and that she was purposefully provoking Combs. In the defense's narrative, the video shows two people whose relationship is complicated, while also being loving and beautiful. At the end of the defense's closing argument, the crowd watching from a listening room in the courthouse erupted in applause. And with that, the trial had come to an end. Combs's fate rested in the hands of 12 strangers. After just over 2 days of deliberation, the jury came to a split decision, acquitting Combs of the most serious charges, which carried life sentences. He was charged on 2 lesser counts of transportation with the intent to engage in prostitution, each charge carrying a 10-year maximum sentence. After the final verdict was read, Combs turned to the audience in the court and began clapping. His family and friends again erupted into applause as Combs hugged his defense team. The crowd then began chanting, "Dream Team," in reference to the defense. Outside the courthouse, Agnifilo said to the press,
"All right, today's a great victory. It's a great victory for Sean Combs. It's a great victory for the jury system. You saw that the Southern District of New York prosecutors came at him with all that they had. They're not stopping, but one thing stands between all of us and a prison, and that is a jury of 12 citizens. And we had a wonderful jury. They listened to every word, and they got the situation right, or certainly right enough. They acquitted him of the sex trafficking, which he was absolutely innocent of. They acquitted him of the racketeering conspiracy that he was absolutely innocent of, and all of the components to it. The kidnapping, he was innocent of that. The arson, he was innocent of that. The obstructing justice, he was innocent of that. And that is no longer just me saying that. That is the verdict of our jury.
Look, I'm gonna go and tell y'all this. Don't believe nothing he's saying. Y'all gotta understand it is different attorneys. So you have defense attorneys, you even have divorce attorneys, you have different type of attorneys. So these attorneys are supposed to say you're innocent. I don't want y'all to think just because he got acquitted off these charges that he didn't do it. Diddy most likely did some of these that he got acquitted for. That's just what happens when you have a good legal team, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all about convincing the jury, manipulating the jury to thinking that he's innocent. They are defense attorneys, so they're going to defend you whether you did the crime or not. They're going to make you seem like you're innocent the whole time. This is a guilty mother effer. So I don't want y'all to think, oh yeah, because that's not how court works. It's a lot of people that walked that has committed these crimes. You know what I'm saying? So I promise you, you know, and this is a big if. No, look, man. The man, look, I'm not going to say he did some of it, man, but I'm pretty, bro, it's pretty sure he did some of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of it. Can't tell me he didn't do none of the stuff he got acquitted for. You feel me? So just because you found innocent, just because you've been acquitted of those charges, that does not mean you're innocent, bro.
So today's a
they're defense attorneys, bro. So they're going to defend you, bro. Whether you could have murdered 25 people, they're going to defend you. That's their job, bro. They're going to try to convince the jury that you're innocent. That's why I said for me, if I ever was to be an attorney, I would never be a defense attorney because I can't even sleep with that on my conscience. Like, dang, I just let a freaking mass murderer walk out, bro. I helped the mass murderer escape justice. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't be no freaking defense attorney, right?
Today is a victory of all victories for Sean Combs.
But they gonna defend you, bro.
That's why you have court for it. That's why you have court. Right. So you can get to the bottom of it, because everything's allegations. Right. So we try and get to the facts. If we don't want to hear no more allegations, we want to get to the facts.
Right. How do you feel about how today went?
I mean, it was informative. Yeah. Today was really informative.
Can you get your first and last name?
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. My behavior on that video is inexcusable, but I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Combs' story is far from finished. As the world watches, everyone has their own theories and ideas of who Combs is and how long or short his sentence will be. But where does this sexual desire for group sex stem from in Combs? The history of chemsex, or party and play, is a sexual subculture that dates back to...
How long I been streaming, chat? How long I been streaming?
In the gay community, where drug-fueled orgies last for days on end, as the partygoers seek specific
eaters and
amounts
the
of meth
booty
or
busters?
THC to stay awake. These types of parties have been around long before Combs, amongst Hollywood socialites and celebrities. And after the verdict, it seems that these parties will continue amongst the elite. The culture of being a celebrity is inherently hedonistic. And even if Combs was given a life sentence, it would be one head taken off this ever-growing hydra. Just another
evil mother
celebrity sex pest, as we patiently wait for the next one to be outed. To some, Combs is a devil, a calculated and malicious man who uses violence and force to get what he wants. To others, he's an example of America's harsh sentencing on African Americans, being a self-made black man that the US government is scared of, and being used as a scapegoat to protect other abusers in power, and to appease the ongoing conversation and outcry around victims of sexual assault.
That's why I said, y'all. That's why I said, bro. We just never know. That's why I say I don't speak on it, cause for me, bro, I feel like I believe in framing, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. I believe in framing, bro. I believe in framing, bro. So that's just me, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I believe in framing, and for me, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Let's be real, y'all. This came out of nowhere. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, bro, how I feel, bro, and this is my honest opinion, and I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on his verdict and my opinion on Diddy. Honestly, I don't feel like Diddy did everything they say he did. I'm gonna just keep it a beezy. I feel like he was partially framed a little bit, bro. That's just me. That's my opinion on how I feel about it. You know, 'cause I told y'all, bro, I'm not a person that believes everything I hear. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe it. We don't, like, I'm trying to tell y'all, we don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you got other people believing what they believe, but one thing about me, I do not believe anything I don't know for sure of. It's in the air. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like Diddy didn't cross some very powerful people, bro. You know what I'm saying? They got him in the jam, bro. You got to realize, bro, you got some people that got that much power in the world that can put false charges on you, bro. You know what I mean? That can literally get you arrested, bro, and make people feel a certain, bro. Y'all know framing happens all the time, bro. It's so much stuff, y'all that's unseen in this world, man. It's so much stuff, man. I'm telling y'all, the most powerful people that run this world are the most evil, you know, deceitful people. They not seen, though. You know what I'm saying? They're not seen. You never seen them. They're not in the spotlight. They, you know, so for me, I feel like Diddy came across some, powerful people, got in business with that power people, and then on the rubbing the wrong way, bro, and then they hit him with some charges, some false charges, bro. That's how I feel. I feel like, bro, I feel like Diddy being framed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel, honestly, bro. And then me hearing about what the woman saying, what the women was saying, it wasn't making sense. It was kind of like, I don't know, it wasn't making sense what they was saying, bro. You feel me? So for me, I'm a person that really listens, bro, you know, so it's just like what the women was saying, some of the stuff they were saying won't make no sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? So for me, bro, that's how I feel. I'm not saying he didn't do any of it, bro, but I feel like my boy being framed. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Could be a victim of circumstance.
They gotta understand how y'all know Diddy ain't innocent. How y'all know? You know what I'm saying? How y'all know that, bro? You know what I'm saying? How y'all know Diddy ain't innocent? You know what I'm saying? How y'all know he did these things? You feel me? Y'all just like me, bro. Regular people. That's the reality. You just like me, regular people, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just hearing things, rumors, hearing things. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, for me, bro, that's my opinion on the Diddy situation. I know a lot of y'all probably got y'all opinions, bro, but I just feel like, in my opinion, how it came out of nowhere, bro, I just feel like, bro, possibly being framed. I'm not gonna lie.
May or may not have grown up around abuse and violence from a young age. It could be from his days as an altar boy in Catholic school, where a year after leaving, the principal and chaplain were both indicted by the FBI.
It's just possible to be framed. That's all I'm saying. It's possible to be framed.
Or maybe it all started after he was taken under the wing of Clive Davis, a music mogul who had been at the top of the industry since 1967, who showed him how to navigate and win in the music industry. Maybe his billion-dollar lawsuit against Diageo, one of the biggest alcoholic drink companies in the world, played a role in all this attention.
It is.
The board was rumored to be unhappy with the amount of money Combs was making with his 50-50 split deal with Diageo for Ciroc vodka.
She's smart. Y'all hear this? That's why I be trying to tell y'all, boy, it is a lot, but y'all don't know if this junk get deep, boy. This life junk get deep. So all I'm just trying to tell y'all, I'm just trying to open y'all mind, bro. I realize what you hear, but a mature person and an open-minded person don't believe everything they hear, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe everything. I'm not saying he didn't do some of this. He probably did do some of this. Most likely did. One thing you never ever do is accuse somebody of doing something when they never done harm to you. One thing you never do. You know what I'm saying? Never accuse somebody of something and you don't know it. If all you hearing is rumors, because most of the time, bro, the rumors that you hearing, bro, is from people around the internet and they going off what they hear. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't hop on that band. Be a leader, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to instill that leader mindset in a lot of y'all. Be a leader. Stop being the follower. I feel like a lot of y'all some followers. You say things just because everybody else saying it. But they going off what they heard. They don't know for sure. They just a regular person. They don't know Diddy. They weren't around when Diddy did this. All they going off is rumors and what they hearing. They don't know for sure, Yoli, what's going on. You feel me? So I just want y'all to listen to what she just said. You feel me? I'm just saying, man, it's possible, bro, some framing can be going on. Because y'all got to, man, this junk came out of nowhere, man. So, not saying he didn't do it. I'm not saying he did do it. I'm just saying, just keep it in the air. Just don't believe everything you see, bro. You got to understand, there's some evil mother effers out here, bro. Some powerful mother effers out here, bro, that can get you framed, bro, for things you didn't do. And it can happen to me. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to me. You feel me? I try to do a lawsuit or something. I try to do this right here. Man, y'all, charges come out against me. Y'all gonna believe them. I promise you, everybody that's watching me say they love me, bro. If charges was to come out against me, bro, this happened, 99% of y'all gonna believe it. Oh, bro, Jay is this. I thought Jay was this. I thought Jay was this whole time. I'm an innocent mother effer, but I done gotten framed. I gotten framed, and now you believing what you seeing. Whole time, I'm an innocent mother effer, bro. I'm going to get some evil mother effers. The only people that know the truth is really me and God. You feel me? Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. You got people you going against people that got them type of pools, them type of, man.
The board was rumored to be unhappy with the amount of money Combs was making with his 50-50 split deal with Diageo for Ciroc vodka. Combs sued Diageo for racism towards him and the marketing of Ciroc, which was predominantly advertised in urban areas exclusively. Combs has made enemies across an international scale, from his peers in the world of hip-hop to the 1% of the elite and his alleged victims. But with all the odds against him, somehow, he's won.
I mean, the past couple of my years have been, I had to say a true definition of life.
See that, y'all?
I just keep my
man going against.
I understand every day that I don't control the world. God wants this world. It's God's world. I'm just living it. I just try to do my best to just live and live in the way He wants me to live. Be a teacher with a Bible. And I just try my best to keep the faith, no matter how bad things get, no matter how good things get. It's been like a definition of life, but it's ups and downs.
So what's next for Combs? Will he serve time, or is his stint in incarceration nearing its end? Who knows?
I gotta understand one thing that people hate in this world more than anything. Y'all should know this is a powerful black man. Y'all should know this. You know what I'm saying? One thing that people hate more than anything in this world, these people hate more than it's a black man that's powerful. That's scary.